All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, May 24th. Happy Friday to everyone out there. We have game number 2 of the Western Conference Finals to jump into in today's video. Like we always do, I'm going to give you my lean on the spread. I'll give you my lean on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props, and I also have a same-game parlay at the end of this video as well. But as always, guys, keep an eye on the pinned comment if you do want to fade me and do the opposite of my picks. All my final plays, what I'm actually rolling with myself, will live there. In terms of the Celtics and Pacers game number 2 wasn't the best. We go 1-2 last night. One of the losses being that quarter unit play on the same game parlay. Celtics covered for us, and man, oh man, I think I'm going to continue. I might just be, gluttony of punishment here because Tatum over 2.5 threes, I think is going to be something that we continue to play, which, yeah, I don't know why, but nonetheless, that one fails us, and the Celtics do come through, so a 1-2 night, but not all that great, because that means in our last, 7 plays, we are 1-6, or 1-5 in our last 6, maybe, but nonetheless, guys, we deserve a little bit of a womp womp. We've been on such a heater to only have the last couple games here, the conference finals games, not really treating us all that well. But the vibe continues to stay down here. We want it up here, but it continues to stay down here because our ride of the day, I just dropped the womp womp, so we're not going to do it to ladder rail. But Miles Turner over 23.5 points plus rebounds, that does not come through. He did give us 2 in a row, so 2-1 in his ride of the day streak. So, got to give credit where it's due. But guys, if you don't know what the ride of the day is, all you got to use is that hashtag ride of the day in the comments. I jump on board with one person's pick, give you a shout out in the next video, win or loss. If you win, we celebrate and we continue to ride with your plays. If you lose, usually you have to face the womp womp and we have to talk about it. But nonetheless, guys, get those hashtag ride of the days in, get shouted out in the next video. Speaking of next video, heading to a bachelor party for the next 3 days. So for the weekend, the long weekend. So we will have on the road videos for the next couple days here. So FYI there. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this game. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. We got the Wolves hoping to bounce back, right? In this spot in which, they were 4.5-point favorites, 4-point favorites at game number 1, and Dallas ends up winning the game outright. With this spread and how strong this number comes in, I do think I lean towards the Timberwolves. What's crazy is that Dallas didn't even shoot that well from 3 or shoot that well overall, which kind of makes you think, okay, that's a little interesting, right? They still win the game outright, and I don't think Dallas played their best basketball, but I also don't think Minnesota's defense was totally there. And Anthony Edwards said it in the postgame. He's like, to be honest, I think we're a little tired. Like, we came out flat, we rose to the occasion for a quick and hot minute, and then kind of came back down and it wasn't there. So I'm going to trust what he says. He's pretty open with, post games and the reporters and whatnot. I think that was a tired game from Minnesota, and they only lose by 3. So if they are rested, fired up, have the grit, I think that they can be able to turn this around and win this game by 6 points. So I'm going to lean towards Minnesota minus the 5.5 points. In terms of the total, 108 to 105, like I said, Minnesota's defense, it was there. Don't get me wrong. That second quarter, I want to say, and even late in the fourth, their defense just didn't look all that put together. I think I lean under in this one, 207.5, because I believe that their defense is kind of going to shape up to some degree. But the reason, and I'm giving you the opposite side of the argument now, Dallas didn't look like Dallas shot 23% from 3. So you sit there and it's like, if they even up that by 10%, which is totally capable, that's tough. That 207.5 should be blown out of the water. So I get it if you like the over. I'm just kind of trusting that Minnesota has more of a Minnesota defense-esque game today. So give me the Wolves minus the 5.5 points as a lean. Keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if we end up rolling with it, as well as a slight lean here towards the under. Now we have a couple player props that I want to jump into in this spot as well. But before we do it, I do want to give a quick shout out here to Sleeper, guys. If you are not on Sleeper, you're sleeping. Time to wake up. This is a great player prop app. If it's available in your state, make sure to go sign up. Use the link in the pinned comment. You'll get your first deposit matched and doubled, which is absolutely a no-brainer in and of itself. But you also have a Karl Anthony Towns free square today at 0.5 points. What I like about Sleeper is the fact that they have alternate lines. They have more plays than all of their competitors and more players available, right? But they also have unique multipliers for each and every pick you put into their slip. So they don't follow the fixed payout structure like all the other apps where 2 for 2 is 3x and 5 for 5, that type of thing. No, each and every play on Sleeper impacts the payout based on what you throw in there. So go ahead and check it out. They're also dropping discount squares all the time. It's absolutely crazy. So go check out Sleeper, guys. I mean it. I've been using this app for over a year. It's my favorite DFS player prop app out there. Go check out Sleeper. That link is in the pinned comment. Now, let's jump into our first player prop here. we're heading over to Mike Conley. Now, we've been looking at his over 9.5 rebounds and assists for pretty much the last couple of rounds of this playoffs, right? But I'm actually fading Conley today. I'm looking at his under 6.5 assists. He's done that in 5 of his last 6 games here. But what I like is his potential assists, only at 9.3 over his last 10 games. Head-to-head here, he's stayed under this plenty, and he's yet to have over 12 potential or over 11 potential assists. My rule, and a lot of people's rule with potential assists, is that it should be doubled the line, which this would come to 13, right? He's not really sniffing that, and even on the season, he stayed under an average just 9 potential assists, highest one being, what was that there, 18, right? So I think that this is a lack of quantity and a lack of potential assists is the thing that's leading us to this play. Now, my one concern is that, you know, you look at this and it's like 6.5. Why isn't this line 5.5? Why is the under plus 125 when he still kind of struggled to it? So maybe this is a trap line type of a thing, but nonetheless, I'm still going to roll with it. Under 6.5 assists here for Mike Conley. Again, he's just not getting the potential assists that I would like to see to take an over. So we're going with the under. Second play, we're going to the other side of the ball here, or other team. I'm also taking an over. It's going to be PJ Washington over 17.5 points plus rebounds. I don't mind his 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists, but I don't envision him getting a bunch of assists. But if he does, it'll help. So either one of those, I don't mind. He's hit this in 5 of his last 6 games. Last game in game number 1, he had 20 head-to-head. He's only played the Wolves one time when he has been a Maverick, so that's worth noting. With 13 points and 7 rebounds, with 13 rebound chances last game. So I think this is a good spot for him. I don't necessarily think that the Wolves are going to say, hey, let's make sure we box out PJ Washington. And he ended up with 13 rebounds, 7 of them being converted. So Washington over 17.5 points plus rebounds is going to be player prop number 2. Now, let's jump into our same game parlay. And if this parlay hits, guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway of $50. So all you have to do is comment parlay in the comments. Give me some form of, let me know your Instagram or Twitter as well in the same comment of your username so I can reach out to you if you do go ahead and win. But we're doing this over on BetMGM. This book by far and away has the best same game parlay prices that I've seen out there. For example, the one we're rolling with today, right? Let's jump right into it. Over on MGM, we have a plus 275 same game parlay. Luka, 2 plus 3s. Kyrie, 2 plus 3s. Rudy Gobert, 10 plus boards. Kyrie, 20 plus points. Anthony Edwards, 25 plus points. Plus 275, right? Let's go ahead and get that in. We'll place it again. If this hits, we're getting, it just moved up to plus 280 right as we did that. We love to see that. So again, plus 280 for that. That is locked in. Luka 2 3s, Kyrie 2 3s, Gobert 10 boards, Kyrie 20 points, Anthony Edwards 25 plus points. The crazy thing is this is plus 182 on DraftKings. The exact same parlay, guys. The exact same game parlay literally beats it by 100 in the odds category. This is why you need to be trying BetMGM. That link is in the pinned comment, guys. You get $1,500, up to $1,500 back if your first bet does not hit. So go ahead and try out MGM. That link's in the pinned comment. Those odds should speak for itself, right? And again, we're doing this as a giveaway as well. So if that hits, $50 to someone that comments parlay, is a subscriber, and likes this video. Go ahead and get those comments in there. But again, make sure to leave your Instagram, your Twitter. Let me know which one it is as well so that I have a way of contacting you if you do win. That's like the hardest part, being like, hey, you won. How do we do this now? Because YouTube will remove emails and links out of comments and that type of thing. But nonetheless, guys, go check out BetMGM. Plus 280 on the parlay we just placed. Same exact thing for plus 180 over on DraftKings. Is that not a no-brainer? Link in the pinned comment. You get this deal as a first-time depositor. But guys, it's going to wrap for today's show. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.